Peter, you've been down this road before, the Miami, train, this and that. What is it about this team this year that you've seen that makes you feel more confident about your team's ability to take it to them?
I think it's the same as always. I think with them, it's a very tough game always because the quality they have. I think it's just the same really team as last year. I think they're obviously still top of the East or up there. I know they were unbeaten until obviously the last weekend, but it's still such a good team with high quality for sure. But yeah, we've been, like you said, kind of been down this road before. We know what it's like to play these guys. I mean, we've been on both sides. We won 4-0, and then we lost the last time 6-2. So it's kind of been a back and forth game between us two, and I think every time we play, it's usually pretty exciting. So it's going to be a good challenge for us, and we're hoping to go down there and do our best.
So, George.
How could it get after the past few weeks that you guys have had? I'm going to say a bit of consistent great moments. How can this game be a catalyst towards the rest of the season against a team like this?
For sure. I mean, I think the first thing that stands out is we haven't won on the road yet this season, and you always want to try and gather as many points as you can on the road. So I think to get our first, we're always in these next couple even games just trying to get that first win on the road, which is always a kind of a relief amongst the team and stuff, and we're fighting for that and vying for that. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to try and do that, and kind of get on the run here for sure in this busy spell.
Go back to Anthony. Peter, knowing what's coming, the quick turnaround between this game to then having to be in Colorado Springs, how do you prepare your body? Is there anything that you change, whether it's in your training or anything that you do to make sure, not knowing whether or not you're going to play both games or not?
For sure. I think we have, a lot of people, like soccer's changed so much over the past couple of years. There's so many, roles with, sports scientists and everything's tracked. Every step you take is tracked and stuff. So they do develop, really good programs for us to always feel fresh and ready for the games. Even though they're in quick turnarounds, they do modify training a bit to make sure we're feeling right going into those games. And yeah, I think we're lucky in the sense that we don't really have to do much ourselves. We kind of show up and they have the plan for us. But you definitely try and do little stuff on the side to make your body feel great. Every player is different, but yeah, it's a busy spell, and you have to do for sure everything in your power to feel as good as you can when the match day comes, whether your name's called or not, for sure.
Next, we'll go to Dan on Zoom.
Hey, Peter, hope you're doing all right today. Obviously you play with Emil Forsberg, and he's a world-class player within his own right. But when you're going to be facing Messi, Suarez, Alba, Busquets, they're world-class players, I guess, in their own right. And what does that feel for you when you got to face them as an opponent and not like you probably when you used to watch them on TV as a kid before you became a professional?
I think I learned the lesson the first time we played them. I think even when he came on at home against us in 2023, you kind of learned the lesson that you can't, sit there in awe because they will hurt you. So I think that's the most important. I think we learned that in 2023 when they came to Rebel Arena, and then last year, Messi obviously wasn't playing at home, but they still had Busquets, Alba, and them, and I think we took the game to them and won 4-0. So I think maybe the first time it was kind of like what is going on kind of situation, but now I think we realized if you do that, you're only going to get punished in a sense. So I think maybe the first time in 2023, but now it's our job to go out there and get 3 points and win. So
next, we go to Christian on Zoom.
Hi, good afternoon, Peter. Thank you for your time. I wanted to ask you on the team. Obviously, this season they have struggled to get a win on the road. Just tell us why has that been a problem, and perhaps how that could be different against one of the best teams in the league like Miami.
I think these road games, I think we're doing okay. I think I think Cincinnati, we should have gotten a point at least from that game. I think we dominated the first 60, 70 minutes of the game, and then New England was not our best game, but we should still get maybe a point from that. Give away a penalty in the last minute, And then Orlando was a tough game, obviously, but to take away a point from there is good. But I think we need to, just execute at a high level for sure to get those 3 points. I think we've shown we can, do well on the road, and then now it's about capitalizing on those good moments. And of course, on the road, sometimes it can be tougher, maybe, tougher spells. But I think we have the team to ride those spells out, and then also capitalize and create good chances to get 3 points.
I don't see any more hands raised for Peter. We have time for one more if anybody has one. If not, we'll let him go about his day. George?
I just asked Sandro before we started. Messi or Ronaldo?
Yeah, Messi for me. I grew up a Barca. I like Barca more than Madrid, so.
I got you.
Yeah.